Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to talk about Genesis 1, verse 30. And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps upon the earth, in which there is a living soul, I have given every green herb for food. And it was so. This verse completes the divine dietary instruction, not to man alone, but now to the entire animate creation. The Zohar views this as a further unfolding of the harmonious, peaceful structure of the original cosmos, where all beings receive sustenance from the same divine hand. This verse emphasizes the unified life force shared across creation and the balance and justice of divine providence. It also reveals a hidden teaching, the hierarchy of consciousness, and how each being receives according to its capacity to reflect light. The first phrase, we have to every beast, bird, and creeping thing. This is universal distribution of life force. The Zohar interprets this enumeration as a mirror of the three lower levels of animate life. The first one we have beast, represents strong emotional drives, raw instinct, and animal power. Second, we have birds, which represents elevated thoughts, spiritual longing, semi-conscious flight. And the third, we have creeping things, represents subtle, unconscious movement, life that clings to the physical. God's granting of the same food to all these forms signifies a cosmic equality. Every soul-bearing creature is nourished by divine will. This shows the world at this stage is a realm of non-violence, where no being consumes another, echoing Edenic peace. The next phrase we have, in which there is a living soul. This is the hidden breath in all life. The phrase living soul is significant. It affirms that all animals possess a soul, albeit a basic one. In Hebrew is nefesh, but not yet ruach or neshama. The Zohar teaches that this nefesh is a spark of divine vitality, enabling motion, desire, and experience. By declaring animals as bearers of soul, the verse elevates them from being mere biological units to spiritual vessels, each animated by life from the Creator. The next phrase we have, I have given every green herb for food. This is provision within boundaries. Here, the Zohar reveals a profound principle of divine justice. Each being receives exactly what it needs to fulfill its role. Green herb represents basic vitality, enough to sustain the body, not stimulate higher awareness. Animals are given food appropriate to their level of consciousness. This is not a limitation, but a sign of divine compassion, to feed each creature in accordance with its vessel's ability to receive. Humans with higher soul levels are called to eat with consciousness. Animals, governed by instinct, eat to preserve the cycle of life without moral consequence. The mystical ecosystem behind this verse, this is balance without predation. The Zohar points out that at this early stage of creation, no creature is predator or prey. All beings are sustained by the earth's produce, echoing the spiritual ideal of shalom, in English peace, and sustainability. This is the archetype of a perfected world, a glimpse of the messianic future where the wolf will dwell with the lamb, which later we will see on Isaiah 11 verse 6. So Genesis 1 verse 30 is a model of this harmony. So the last phrase we have, and it was so. This is affirmation of harmonious order. The final phrase, and it was so, signals that the divine will was perfectly fulfilled. The system of provision, sustenance, and interdependence was established and activated. According to the Zohar, when the world operates according to its divine pattern, everything flows with ease and alignment. This short phrase confirms the completion of a stage of cosmic harmony. Genesis 1 verse 30 through the Zoharic lens is not a simple diet for animals. It is a profound revelation of the soul within all living beings and the harmonious structure of divine sustenance. God provides every beast, bird, and creeping thing with green herb as food, indicating a world without violence, built on balance, equality, and compassion. The Zohar emphasizes that all these creatures possess nefesh hayah, which is a living soul, a spark of divine vitality that animates them. Though they do not yet carry the higher consciousness of humans, they are still sacred vessels within the divine ecology. Each species is fed according to its soul's capacity. Green herb, as a basic form of energy, reflects divine justice, giving each being exactly what it needs, no more, no less. This is a teaching in spiritual humility and right relationship with the material world. This verse reflects a world that is not competitive or predatory, but collaborative and peaceful. It offers a glimpse into the ideal state of creation, a world where each being thrives in its place, and everything is interconnected by divine breath and divine will. The phrase, "and it was so," seals this moment as a completed phase of spiritual order, a world humming in unity, where soul, body, nature, and will all align under the sustaining love of the Creator. That's it for today. Thank you very much for your donation. Be blessed, everyone, and I will see you on the next episode.